What's going on, beautiful people? Massive today.
What?
Oh, massive today. Massive day today. So we're in the process of building a tank for my fish that we've got here and my fish in the other tank. As many of you know, there was a worm outbreak.
I got worms.
But things are looking really good. We've not seen any worms for, well, since the first initial worms we saw. So the treatment's obviously working really well. The fish are really healthy. In the last couple of videos, we stripped down the whole tank that they had previously because we didn't want to take any chances with any of the worms. All the substrate come out, all the hardscape, all the plant. I didn't want to take any chances with any eggs of the worms or the worms themselves being on those, so I just got rid of them. And in the last video, we put down a whole new substrate system that's going to be packed full of nutrients for the plants that are going to be going in. We laid in an amazing hardscape as well. And in the video today, we're going to be planting and filling the whole thing up. The package that we've been waiting for. Finally. So these
Are the correct tools for the job.
So these were ordered last week and they got held up in customs. So a bit of a rush job, but everything looks good so far. So I've ordered an absolute ton of plants from Tropica to go into the 8-foot tank. It's a big tank, ecosystem, needs a ton of plants, so I just went to town. Might not need all of them.
It's not like you. You would definitely use all of them.
Right, let me get them all out. I'm gonna have a little look.
Oh, exciting.
Oh, I'm glad you're here, because taking off all these sleeves is annoying.
Oh, I'm going home now.
Oh, bye. So as you can see, I really went to town on the plants. But if you think of it this way, that table is 4 foot long, whereas the tank is 8 foot long, and they are covering it. So double that along, it's probably about the right amount of plants. I mean, you've got a big tank, you're gonna have a lot of plants.
That's a lot of plants.
We were there for ages.
It's got RSI from bending over so much.
So nice though, there's such a good, so we've got like lots of crypts for mid-ground. We've got Braziliensis for foreground. This isn't all the plants actually, Steph. We've got all of the...
Of course it isn't.
We've got the in vitro cups as well.
Wow. Well, it's going to look amazing, isn't it?
Oh yeah. We've got loads and loads of smaller. I went for like the narrow leaf Microsorum and super healthy. Just attach them and let them grow out in their own time. We've got Bulbitis. We've got loads of Ludwigias. Loads of stems, basically. I want that background area just to explode with stems. So the idea I'm thinking is, at least to start with, plant in their plant types. So like all of the Ludwigia grandulos in one sort of pocket, you know, any stems that we've got like 5 pots of or something like that, put them in those pockets and let them grow up. Kind of like Dutch style, but definitely not. And then as time goes by and trimming, and some areas will get more light than others, some will get more dominant, stuff will sort of mingle in. I don't want it completely separate, but I think that would be a really good option to start with, seeing all the individual plants like grow in their own ways. And then you can adjust as you go. There's nothing that says it has to be set in stone from the start. Just let it evolve itself. Now this is a lot of plants. Now I don't want to assume people's pockets, but most people are not going to order this much. Obviously I'm, you know, creating an entertainment video for you as much as I am an informational one, and I want it to look absolutely brilliant like straight away. If you can get this many pots for your 8-foot tank that you have in your living room, I suggest you do it because it will look so good. But if I was trying to do this on a budget, then I would probably do half this amount. Half, and just let it grow in over time. But I'm very impatient, as many of you know, and you know, have the option to get it, so I got them. And this amount of plants is not cheap, don't get me wrong, but I always feel like it's worth the investment, especially with stem plants, because you can just trim them, replant them, you get double the growth. And I can see this tank being a little bit of a farm tank at some point for me to take trimmings and place in other tanks as well. So I kind of looked at it in that way, that I'm gonna get a lot out of all of this as well. So all the plants are under there, keeping them moist, so you don't have to keep going back to them and spraying them. But before we put them in, I do want to raise the whole level of sand in the back because I haven't actually put it high enough. So if you look down the side here, you can see that I'm only just covering, well, there's a good amount in some areas, but I'm only just covering the nutrient layer. And I've got a feeling that chunks is going to dig up in the back section. Plus, I want a bit more area, you know, and more grip on the plants. So I'm going to build that up a bit. you're not going to notice anyway because the plants are all going to be in there. And I'm also going to cap over the top with some of the gravel that we used to mix the nutrients. It's not that pretty looking, but again, you won't see it. It'll just be planted into and it'll just stop stuff getting teared up. So I've got another bag of the sand. And we've also got a load of the gravel here that's been washed just for the cap on top of that. I love how you're like, this is pointless.
Whoa. And there it is again. The right tool for the job.
Right, I'm probably going to use all this bag as well.
Would you like it a bit closer to the tank?
It makes sense. Oh, it's gross.
It is quite early in the morning. We're still waking up.
So if I build a level at the back in the middle, I can then follow the line of that all the way to the left and the right, and I'll know I'm at the right height.
How much are you adding then compared to what's there? Like
I'm going to probably double that area.
Yeah.
I know the rest is okay because I tapered these nutrient layer underneath down, whereas at the back it's really thick.
And that won't affect roots and things like that. They'll still find their way to the nutrient layer. It's got a bit more to go through.
Yeah, I'll be planting them in a little bit deeper as well. Sand level brought up. Now time to cap it. Just to that back section with some more gravel.
He's out of breath.
Up and down like 50 times. Whew. So now we can begin some planting, but need to make sure we've got our water spray at the ready. It's a big tank, and by the time I get to the finished point, the first plants will be dry. So continuous spraying whilst planting. Can I leave that in your capable hands, Stefan? Yes. Let's do this.
Oh, I've been promoted.
We are now ready for planting, but first, every single one of these pots needs the plants taking out of the rock wall and like prepped, ready to go, because it's such a pain doing it one at a time. So let's crack on with that, Steph.
We worked out yesterday, didn't we? It was 100 plants.
100 plants, yeah.
On the button.
So if you're spending, say...
Right on the lens.
So yeah, if you're spending like, what's it gonna be? I don't know how much it is in America, but like here it's about £6 a pot, so that's £600. So it's a lot of money. But if you've got a showpiece like this in your home, and you save that as part of the budget of it all, I don't think that's too bad. And you're gonna get a lot out of it. It's gonna keep regrowing, it's gonna keep looking amazing. Like I say, you don't have to do this to start. You could go half, brings it down to £300 or $500. You know, again, I don't often talk about prices of things just because they vary so much from place to place. And whenever I say these cost this much, you get, they don't cost that much for me. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what they cost for you. I just know what they cost for me, which is why I don't put a lot of pricing in everything that I do. It's just too variable. So yeah, we've got tons and tons of tropical plants here. Let's bunch them, like keep them as their own groups.
We need to fork them as well, don't we?
There we go. Look, after you've done all the depotting, it's not that much. Oh, we're getting it's a lot of plants. They all are all compact together there. So those spread over the 8 foot, it's going to look so good. So I've got lots of epiphytes here and here, and I'm going to start by placing them all on the wood, not completely covering it, of course, but yeah, as I said in the previous video, I want these to be nurse logs, like they've fallen into the forest, and then everything's grown over them whilst they've been on the forest floor. It's not a forest, it's not even a river, it's a glass fish tank, but still, that's what I'm doing. So that's everything on the logs. I think they look great. I've kind of separated them evenly because I'm hoping they cling to each other and make one big solid line of the plants. I think that'll look good. But you can see my glue points where we've still got the paper towel that's rock solid now, right there. And I've got a Nubius coffifolia, which is a great plant, gets this crinkled. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
They look really nice.
Nice texture.
Quite large, but it's a large tank. But I'm going to use those to cover up the glue points so you won't see them at all. So Nubius in, I've just remembered though, we've still got an epiphyte plant to go on. The reason I've forgotten it's because it's one I don't use that recently, and it is the Pinnater feeder. I mean, it's a very jungly looking plant, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I love it. Right. Epiphyte's done. Now I'm going to do midground, so the area in the middle. Midground plants, we've got a ton of Crypt Wenty green, which is already tall and great. Some of these might like just melt and die off, doesn't matter. The new shoots will be absolutely amazing. Sometimes that's not the case though. The old leaves stay and new ones grow and everything looks good for a while. Then you just trim off the bad ones or take off any bad leaves you can like see straight away. There's no point planting them if they've got like holes and stuff in some of them, but to be expected. And we've also got S. repens for a midground. These are incredibly tall for S. repens, but they'll look good straight away, which is nice. Again, you'll get a completely different looking leaf. Not completely different, but different looking leaf as the new stuff grows in. You can trim them off and replant them and new stuff grows, etc. And then we've also got Liliopsis brasiliensis, which is kind of mid-ground to foreground, but it grows quite tall. And we've got glossostigma going in front of it, so I'll put these like mid-foreground. Yeah.
So you're not using tweezers for these?
Oh no, it's just so rooty. It's actually harder to plant with the tweezers than just pushing it in with your finger and closing the sand around it.
Oh. Old hand job.
Stems are much easier with the tweezers, of course.
And they're all right in shady spots, are they?
Yeah.
Because we talked before.
They'll be absolutely fine there.
You talked before about a couple of shady spots.
Yeah, like that area under there, nothing else is pretty much going to grow.
Yeah.
To a nice degree, whereas that stuff will just get bigger and bigger. Loves the low light. I feel like it needs another one in that gap, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it looks good there.
Like this.
Yeah. Oh, so I didn't get promoted then?
Oh, well, I just want to say, like, obviously you've got to keep everything misted, especially the smaller plants. They dry out very quickly, especially as it's so humid in here. And not to forget the ones in the tank because they're right under the lights. These lights.
Whoa, are you okay?
And these lights pack out some heat, don't they, Steph?
Yeah, they do. Especially when you're inside the tank, cleaning it.
S. repens needs a bit more light, so it's going to come just in front of the crypts, kind of covering up the whole root system there as well, disguising it a little bit better. So now in front of all that, we can start with our Liliopsis, which, again, it's a bit awkward with tweezers, I find, so I just like to get my fingers in for this kind of stuff. In fact, I'll do that to all of these just because I've not separated individual stems. So for instance, this Hurtonia palustris, if I was to separate each piece out, then yeah, I would use tweezers, but I'd prefer to just clump it like that, push it straight in. Works well. Like doing individual stems on this scale is like, it's a 2-day job.
You don't have 2 days.
I don't have 2 days, barely got a day. We've got half a day.
So what are you thinking in terms of placement for these then?
Just kind of random. They're going to sort of spread everywhere they want to go. So it doesn't matter too much as long as they're getting light. So next up, I just got some longer hair grasses, just to spice it up a bit in that mid-ground area. Just a different texture, really. Now Now for some hydrocotyl verticulata. Now when that's growing, it sends up these like mushroom-shaped leaves. Just look really nice. Again, different texture. Got 5 of those. So that's all foreground, not all foreground. I've got some in vitro pots that we're gonna have to do as well, but not yet. I now want to get in all of the stems and taller plants in the back section. I've got them all in their groups. So to start with, I'll just sort of divide it up. And over the coming weeks, as they get really tall, I trim and fill out the gaps around them. So it might look a bit sparse to start with. It's just part of the process, unless I ordered even more plants. That'd be ridiculous.
Good idea.
So we've got options, because I've got like half green, half red. Now, do we go full red section, full green section, or do we sort of mix it up a bit? I think it'll look more natural to mix it up.
Yeah.
Not completely mix it up, but like, you know, go section of red, section of green, section of red, slightly different green. That'll look most natural, but it'll look quite impactful having a whole red area. But it'll look a bit weird, won't it? It's an ecosystem, so I want it to look...
Yeah, I think given that it's like, you want it to look natural.
Yeah.
I think interspersed, but you could have like more density of red, more density of green,
exactly.
but still like
that's what we'll
mixing
do.
it in together a little bit more.
I feel like we should definitely have an area just off centre that's like a red plume.
Yeah.
That'll look quite nice.
Yeah, and you've got some great reds here, haven't you?
Yeah. I think I'll do the granulose, which goes really nice and red and big leaf in that section. Dos. Do you want me to film it?
Yeah.
Shot. So this one is Ludwigia palustrous green, and this goes so nice. I might actually dot this about in all areas because it grows fast, very vibrant, and yeah, kind of like a tie-in plant to the rest. This is the Ludwigia palustrous super red. I've got a nice little area for that. Yeah, I'm not putting it all in as one. I'm going to put it all together, because why not?
So we're not interspersing the red and the green?
Not that particular plant. I want it all, it's such a beautiful plant in its own.
When it's all clumped together.
Yeah, and it's quite fine leafed versus everything else that's going to be bigger.
And it's nice and open there, so that's going to look great, isn't it?
Yeah, plenty of room to keep replanting as well as we trim.
Chunks will be happy.
Why?
This is corner.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't dig it all up. The gravel should sort of stop that. Next up, Hygrophila polysperma, really nice plant. Again, another really good beginner plant as well. Just grows very simple, low light. It looks great. More light goes a little bit more yellowy. Less light goes green, quite leggy, but still looks great. Houtonia palustrous now. It's quite a similar plant to Limnophila. Doesn't grow quite as fast and is a bit more compact and a bit more leafly. A little harder to grow though, I would say. Next up is the Crypt Crispetula. I'll put it up on the screen what it is. I know that it starts off small like this though, but it grows huge. So it looks like a mid-ground plant. It's definitely not one at the back. We've got a classic here, Rotala rotundifolia. Doesn't look great at the moment because that's not how it looks underwater, but it will convert quite quickly. And in fact, I think I'm just going to take off all the top bits. It'll just speed up the change.
Whoa.
I can even plant these if I want to, but they're going to, again, convert. But these will now send up the immersed growth, underwater growth straight away, well, as soon as they start to grow again, and that'll all be good. Then last but not least, we have got Ludwigia Rubin, I think it's called. Ludwigia Rubin, but I'll check it. If it's not, I would have put something else on the screen. Another plant I've got here, which I didn't order, but I've already got one of, is Hygrophila siamensis 53B. And that is going to go so well in one back corner.
It's so big.
Yeah, well, the leaves underwater even get huge as well. You would have seen it, Steph. It's in the jungle tank. It's the big leaf one that's kind of coming out from the sides.
Ah, yeah.
But under non-RGB, it stays really green. and we've not got RGB, so well, we do, but we don't have it set to like more reds. And then we've got a lotus, which looks pretty drab right now, but it won't be once it gets going. Centerpiece, I think so. Just off center there, big plume.
I'm looking forward to seeing it full of water now.
Well, not just yet.
Oh, come on, oh, come on.
There's more.
Oh.
We got a hell of a lot more plants. Look at this lot. So all of them are the in vitro cups from Denali Plants. Ordered them 2 days ago, I think, and they came yesterday. We've got so many good ones there. Glossostigma, Blixa japonica, brilliant plant. Can't wait to get that in. Halanthia tenellum green. A lot of carpeting plants. If you're getting carpeting plants, I always recommend you get them in the in vitro pots like this. They go so far. Yeah, so we've got a lot more plant prep to do. These aren't quite as easy as just ripping the plants out of the rock wall. You've got to take them out, drain them, and separate them as well to make sure you get the most out of them. It's worth the effort though. So that's almost every plant I want to put in, but we've got these here. So these were baby plants that came off of a mother plant that was growing in a pot, and it went a bit funny. So I was going to chuck it all away, and Steph was like, "Oh no, we'll save the babies," and he just put them in this pot, didn't you? You just forgot about them. I just saw them then, and I was like, they've got such good roots on them. Obviously, take off the dead leaves. But it's Echinodorus ballari. It's quite a big, wide leaf plant. 3 of those just dotted about, just to add a different texture and shape to the leaves. I think will look really nice. So it'll take a while for them to grow in, but yeah, well maybe not with this substrate system we've got. It might be like turbo. And now it's the process of filling the tank up really, really slowly. There is nutrients under everything, so we don't want to disturb the sand at all. I'm probably going to put a big rock. Probably going to put a big rock in this area, let the water splash down on it, nice and gentle at first, bring it up a little bit slowly, and then once the actual outlet of water is up to the water level, you can speed it up, but just take your time with this. Last thing you want is nutrients in the water column. If it does happen, don't worry too much. Try and cover it back up, and you'll have to just do another water change because it'll all be there. The nutrients will be there for the algae. Don't want that.
Well, what have you got there?
I've adapted the inlet tube, added this extra long piece so we can get right down to the substrate. So there's no water's falling down it. It's a bit floppy, but that doesn't matter. I can probably heat it to go straight, but it'll be fine. Just we'll stick to the corner sort of thing then. But then all the water's going to come out very fast, so I need something underneath that. So I've got a pot here that I've drilled holes all in the bottom to help disperse the water. But I also put a pebble in it so they're not pushing through those holes, they're just trickling through. And then we've got another one that can sit under it as well. So I'm going to start it really slowly because it's going to try and go over that rock and sloosh out too fast if I don't. There we go. Just leave it like that for a while and it'll saturate all the sand and then slowly start to come up. If I turn it on too hard, I can go a little bit more than that. A bit too hard. See how it's trying to flow the water? It's trying to create little crevices in like a river. Whereas that's good now, that's good. Leave it at that. Come back in 4 hours. Pup? Wowza, look at that. Looks so good. I was expecting it to be nowhere near this clear because we didn't wash anything. No gravel, no sand. It's pretty good considering. But I do need to get some filtration started. And for that, we've got the Fluval FX6 on this. Oh. We've got the Fluval FX6 on this side and on the other side as well.
Serious bit of kit.
Now, this filter and the other one has not been cleaned out in a whole year. I never cleaned it. One time I opened it up just to check, to see what it was like, and it looked okay. So I just plugged it back in again and went, but I think now, obviously, I need to clean these out because these were in with the infected fish, you know, with the worms, and there could be eggs or even worms in there themselves. So take them out, blast them right off with really hot water, give them a good thorough cleaning, effectively starting the whole process again because they're not going to have much bacteria on them after what I've got planned. And yeah, it's going to be interesting though to see how well this whole system's fared for a whole year with no cleaning.
No, sorry, it's probably just squeezing out water in the...
Oh, it stinks.
Oh.
It will do because it's just been sat there.
I can't smell anything.
Oh, wait. It's either the water come down from the tube that stinks, that's been lodged in the tube. Sometimes with filters, I've left them for weeks and they've been no smell. It's like they've got their own little biome in there.
Oh, I've got it. I've just been hit, yeah.
So yeah, I don't think this is going to be one of them, but...
Oh, that smells bad.
Maybe we should go straight outside.
Oh gosh. I'm going as quick as I can. Quick. Quick.
Nice and bright out.
That's a change.
Right.
Here we go. Let's see what we've got.
Oh, my hands stink of farts.
We need to remember not to use that tea towel
For anything.
for anything.
Tell you what, Fluval will need a little drill bit that you can go... I mean, this is effectively like what you'd get in like a pond filter.
Yeah.
They just adapted it, I think, so that it's suitable for aquarium. Oh my goodness, it stinks.
Well, it has been sat on
How long?
3 weeks.
It's been 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Two of getting on for 3.
Getting on for 3 weeks. Yeah. Well, oh yeah, that's ripe. That is ripe. Whoa.
I'm gonna throw up.
You took a whiff.
Yeah, I went way too close.
You took a way too big a whiff.
Oh. Okay, once I got used to that putrid smell, I should be all right. But it's just the initial wave.
I don't think you can get used to that ever.
Okay, so it's safe to say that after a year, I think it definitely needs cleaning. That is heavy. Oh.
Wow, the amount of fish turds in there.
Oh.
That's all chunks of poo. Sorry, I just take a moment then. Really got to the back of my...
Oh.
Hit my my dangly bit in the back of my throat.
It's quite a good system, this though, Steph. You wouldn't have seen this.
No, I
so
haven't
it's
seen
kind of
this
like a centralized system. You took. Oh.
What?
I'm trying to hold it in.
What, the vomit?
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
Oh.
Like that. I'm not breathing through my nose.
Yeah, but then you taste it.
No, I can't, because if you don't open your nose, you can't taste anything.
You sound funny. Yeah, get rid of that.
I think this is the bit.
I don't know why I'm following the stink.
Oh, take a whiff, Steph, because I can't. I'll throw up.
Oh.
I don't know why I did it.
You did it.
I just felt like I had to.
You did it.
Whew. Okay, I think we're all right now. Right, now it's just a case of getting everything out, laying it flat.
So we'll hose it all first.
Yeah, we'll hose it all. We've got really hot water here, so just keep hosing it, hosing it, hosing it. Keep everything sectioned together as well.
That's right old residue. Oh, is that filter floss?
Yeah, that's the fine one. So they're all together.
Okay. I guess there was a lot of big fish in there, wasn't there? So.
Oh yeah.
But
it's pretty good to consider.
I was going to say, not that I have much knowledge on filters and what they're capable of, but
it's mainly
doesn't seem as bad as it
could be.
Could be.
No, like the main outer filter sponges.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gunky, but a whole year, pretty good, Fluval. It's probably one of the best filters, like filtration-wise filters I've seen.
But the other one will just be the same, won't it?
Well, you'd imagine. Hopefully it's not worse. I forgot that we have to two to do.
Hopefully by the second one we'll be used to that stink.
Yeah.
Right, I'll leave that to you then.
Yeah, fine.
is very handy, isn't it?
Yes. And then you can do that.
Wow. Wow.
Very round it goes. As long as it sits in, we're in. This bad boy back on. We're in. But, you do have to fill it up with water to turn it on. Because I didn't realise that when I first set these up.
Oh.
It does say it's on the box, but you know me. So I switched it on, I'm like, it's supposed to self-prime, nothing's happening. No, you have to fill it up first. I think I could just fill it through a hole. Or I could just do it now. There we... Almost. I'll do. Turn it on. Slaughter in. Good. Should probably check the O-ring. So there's a ring that goes around the little rubber seal that sits in there. All looks really good, as you'd expect, having not opened it ever. It's tight. Could have just filled this up in here, but screw my back. Clips and that's absolutely solid.
So they just clip on?
Well, there's like a
like a
grip lock thing and O-rings and stuff.
So good, isn't it?
Yeah, really good.
Amazing. Right, number 2.
Whew. Yeah, they don't need to see that again, do they?
No, I don't think so. We just have to smell it again, though.
Oh yeah.
What's that you got there? CO2?
Yeah, so I've got CO2 canisters on both sides for previous setups, but they've not been like on or connected or anything in them for a long time. And I'm not going to use it in this one either. I'm fully confident we can get this to grow amazing, like my home tank, without any CO2. That'd be a good example for what other people can do as well.
Yep.
I like doing it no CO2. I feel like it's like more of a challenge. You stick to CO2 on something, it just becomes easy. So if you do want to do that, do it. It works absolutely brilliant. It's like magic. But I kind of like the challenge of getting it to do well without it. So both filters are back in. Now before I switch the pumps on, I just want to draw your attention to all of the surface scum on top of the water. And before we switch them on, I might as well just like clean all of this up, because all that's going to happen is the fluval over down there is going to start splashing it all underwater and it's going to pick it up. So might as well just skim off the surface. I've got a fine net here and I can just sweep it around like that. Get most of it up. I mean, there's going to be some like finer stuff that stays in the water, but if we can get most of it, it's doing the filter a job, isn't it? Right, time to put the filters on. I haven't even opened the taps yet. Should get some air bubbles coming. There we go.
Oh, wow.
I thought we filled them up, but I guess not. There we go. Right, turn it on. We should get flow straight away. I just put the wrong plug in. That's the filter, the spare filter on top. Right, ready, here we go now.
Oh, there we go.
Yes. So what the filter does, which is actually quite clever, is it will run for a little bit, then it will stop, and it purges any air that's in there, and it goes back on again. When it went off the first time when I saw that, I was like, great, it's broke. Then it comes back on again. So there's one side.
Gives quite a good little shimmer, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want too much, I don't think, with this, but it's going to give a nice amount. And I can adjust the heads as well to give it more or less, because at the moment they're not really pointing at the surface, they're pointing this way.
Yeah. Numero 2. Get the right plug this time.
I think so, hang on. Yeah, it's already in. Here we go. We're good. Yeah, so it's putting some crud back in there, maybe something that we didn't completely clean out. But that's absolutely fine, it'll just sort of recycle it. It's gonna clean all this up very quickly. So by next episode, this is gonna be completely clear. We hopefully have had some really good growth going on. They're probably going to get into a diatom algae stage as well. I want to show you guys how to combat that and what we need to do. If we're still a few weeks off actually putting the fish back in, we also want to make sure that quite a lot of these plants have actually rooted right deep into the substrate that we created. Not that I'm worried too much about them digging them up, because loads of them before had those foreground plants that were fine. I am a little bit worried about the background area over here though, where chunks might have a go at, but we have put the coarser stones down, so I don't think he's going to bother. We have so much cover anyway, so yeah, should be good. Bit of an odd place to end it, but you know, otherwise we're going to be waiting a little bit for anything else to happen. I'll start the next video tomorrow when this is clear, so you know that it follows on. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. See you on the next one.